So I am Sai. I have almost close to 5+ years of experience. So I have been with Salesforce Data Cloud right from its beginning. So when it launched on 2023, right, I have started working on it, and I delivered like close to 4 5 Salesforce Data Cloud projects so far, and most of my work is related to Salesforce data itself, or these 5 years of like I deliver data migration integration projects. Now I'm working on Salesforce Data Cloud. Here and there, I worked on AWS part also. So basically, I worked on AWS data migration project also. So basically, I have a good knowledge on Salesforce data side. At least you can consider. Yep, that's my background and mine. So yep. So before starting the session, right, I'll give you some idea on like since you know Salesforce, right? Salesforce. Let's keep this as an interactive session. Since this is a demo session, right? I just want to let you know what is the purpose of Salesforce that bringing this data cloud on top of its Force.com platform, right? So you know Salesforce business is all about bringing CRM applications to the customer, right? And
Yes,
if you see the main motto of Salesforce, what they are trying to sell is so we'll provide you all 360-degree level applications. So you can create your own applications using our platform, or you can use our core cloud services to build any kind of your applications. So basically, they are saying we are using our platform. You can build your 360-degree applications, right? That's the
yes,
motto of Salesforce. But if you see, okay, customers can able to build 360-degree level applications on Salesforce. But if a customer wants to see the unified profile of a customer, like unified profile of their users, let's say I am selling something on Sales Cloud and I'm providing services to the same product using Service Cloud or a different third party systems, but I want to see my customer behavior. So, like, how is this possible? To understand customer behavior, obviously there should be a platform where I can put my sales data, understand my service data to get overall knowledge of my customer, right? So he purchased this item and he required these queries, and we offered these services to this customer. Then only I can understand, right, my customer behavior. So that to get all their data into a single system, Salesforce comes up with this data cloud. So where you can, so you bring all the data into data cloud, you derive a unified profiles for your each user, then starts your business requirements. Either you can segments, or you can push these data outside to different marketing platforms like Marketing Cloud, um, Pardot, whatever it is. You can do whatever actions you want after you bringing your data into data cloud and make them as a unified profiles. That's what whole idea of uh, Salesforce, that to leverage data cloud on top of its force.com platform. Any questions still?
no,
Are we clear, right? What's the purpose of data cloud?
yes,
Yep. And pay data cloud because your data volume is growing day by day. So these are the five measures of data, right? Velocity, variety, veracity, volume, and value. So your data is growing bigger and bigger day by day, and so there should be a platform where it holds all your data, enterprise level data, to bring some value out of it. Don't worry, I'll show you the like Salesforce Data Cloud also. But before going to, I'll just give you a brief idea on what is Data Cloud, what is the purpose of Data Cloud. So this is the overall architecture of Data Cloud. So you can have multiple sources. Your source can be anything. Data Cloud will provide more than 300 connectors right now. So you bring data from anywhere into Data Cloud. Once you brought the data into data cloud, you need to map the data to the data cloud canonical model. Don't worry, what is data cloud canonical model? We'll go through all everything. Once the data cloud canonical, once your data is harmonized into data cloud, right? This is called data mapping and harmonization. Once that is done, you can do identity resolution rules where your actual unified profiles were created. So if you see data coming to data cloud using any of the connectors, or you can use MuleSoft Anypoint platform also. This is an integration tool, or you can use any third-party integration tools also. That is also fine because data cloud exposed their services through REST APIs. You can use those REST APIs also. So once that is brought, you'll prepare the data, you'll model the data, unify the data. Once the data got unified, later on either you can segmentation or it depends on purely depends on your business requirements. If you want to segment and if you want to push those segments into marketing cloud or any third party marketing systems, that is also possible. Otherwise, if you want to use any AI on top of your unified data, that is also possible. So that's how your data cloud journey will become with this data cloud architecture. So understanding data cloud. So the first step is know your customer. Who is your customer? What is the purpose of him to use data cloud? Where currently his or her data resides. Once we understand all these things, right, we'll connect his data sources to data cloud and we'll brought all the data into data cloud. So the one catch here is you don't need to get all the data into data cloud. You need to get only the required data which needs to analyzed or which needs to get ROI from the data for the customer. So that is the crucial part in implementing data cloud. Understanding the requirements, understanding what is the data required to get a better ROI for the customers. Once we know that, we'll bring the data into data cloud and we'll create a segmentations, unified profiles. Once that is done, your actual personalization will start. Personalization in the sense, once your segments got built, right? So let's say, for example, in marketing cloud, you can push these segments into marketing cloud where you can leverage the marketing cloud journeys to give a personalized recommendations. That is one use case, but you have a number of use cases using data cloud. The other use cases is once you get all the unification and unified profiles, on top of unified profiles, you can leverage your predictive AI or generative AI models also, through which you can analyze the customer behavior and adapt accordingly. How data cloud works, you use any source, on top of your source, you brought the unified metadata framework through it. You can, so after this unified data, you can trigger any action to either sales, service, marketing cloud, or commerce. This is our use cases level of thing. So what are the data cloud sources you have? Like I mentioned, right? We have 300 plus connectors available right now. Apart from all these connectors, Salesforce provided this ingestion API through which you can ingest the data directly into data cloud. And we have bring your own data lake connections also where you can brought live data into data cloud. Like there are two options available, I guess, Snowflake and BigQuery, and Salesforce is adding more and more. And any questions of so far before I jump into actual data cloud features? I know it's a bit confusing, but we will deal with everything practically. This is just like a more intro session, right? So just to understand you, this is data cloud, and what is happening will we'll understand later on. So let's come to features of data cloud. So unlike your native cloud, right, sales or service, data cloud operates on a feature level. So you can control data cloud via feature level itself. So there is no record level security or object level security in the data cloud. It is purely a feature level security. And one of the core feature of data cloud is data spaces where your actual data resides. So if you see in my right side here, these are all the features available in data space, and all the features are controlled via data space. So you create a data space, you ingest the data into a particular data space, and you can control the access for your users using the data space control itself. And within the data space, you have data lake objects, data model objects, identity, segmentation, and all. So the reason of using spaces within data cloud is to segregate your data. Let's say I have a contact data. Um, no, let me rephrase it. Let's say I have a marketing cloud and I'm ingesting data from marketing cloud into data cloud. And I'm so there isn't one restriction in data cloud is you can connect only one marketing cloud in data cloud. So within the marketing cloud, you might have multiple business units, right? And each business unit deals with its own data. So while ingesting in to maintain the same level of integrity, you can create multiple data spaces. Ingest your each BU data into a separate data space, so that your data space within your data space, your data resides integrately. That's what a data space meant in Salesforce, just to segregate your data within different uh, feature levels, you can say. And how to control these data spaces, how to control user access, we'll see. These are all happening with permission sets and all. Since you have already good knowledge on Salesforce platform, I think you'll easily understand what how to control and all. And these are all the capabilities of data cloud. Data ingestion, this is where you bring the data into data cloud. Identity resolution rules, this is where your unified profiles will be created. Insights are, you can say, this reports and kind of reports and dashboards on top of data cloud data. Segmentation is where you are identify the chunks, the business required chunks of the data. And while writing identity resolution rules, you need to pass some field match criteria. Like when our records meet this certain criteria, create a unified profile like this. So to write this match criteria, we have something called precision rules, and we have this reconciliation rules. So don't like worry what is this reconciliation rules, what is this match rules. We'll see when we write actual identity resolution. But just understand this features part, what feature is doing what. And the segmentation, as I mentioned, right, it is creates a chunks in your data. Like let's say I want to see all the sales orders at least with at least one store. So you need to write this create a segmentation, and you need to go to segmentation and create a segment accordingly so that you can see the data. So on top of your DMOs, DLOs, whatever it is, you can create segmentation. That's all the major features of data cloud. And so these are the business benefits that we'll get from data cloud. Enriched customer views, strong entity resolution rules. You can process unstructured data also, because data cloud right now it because so if you see, right, data cloud is growing day by day. So day by day, new features are adding or the features are refining, so that right now you can process unstructured data also within data cloud. But there are couple of restrictions, but yeah, you still can process unstructured data, and you have complete data privacy and compliance, and it is a scalable and flexible solution, because it's on hyperforce, right? You can scale as much as you can, and it is your long term solution when you want to uh, generate some ROIs or based on your traditional data or historical data. You can leverage data cloud platform. And yep, this is all demo part, like what is what of data cloud. Yep, that's all Thiru with my session. Thanks for joining, Nitish.